I'm Judy from Wood Ceramics. This is another kiln opening. As you can see, it's not fired now, so I thought spice things up and show you before and after and talk a little bit about the glaze combination so you can see how it transforms, and I thought it's maybe interesting. So this tumbler, I added 2 layers of sandstone, 2.5, and on top and in the inside I used birch, 2 layers. In the middle, that white color you see, it's honey flax, so I hope the honey flax reacts with the sandstone, give it like a rainbow color. I don't know how it turns out, I never did honey flax on top of it, but I saw it on other pieces in the internet, so hope it turns out like I pictured. And on the rim I added 1 layer lustrous jade and a few drops of pepper plum, a few drops of sandstone. On top of that again I put another layer of lustrous jade. Lustrous jade and crystal glazes are awesome. They change the color somehow, like rainbow. I really do like it. So let's see how it turns out. It's one of my favorite combinations so far. Like I said, I never did the honey flax on it. Oh, before I forget, you see those little clay balls on the bottom? I glued them on with some glue school. I saw a potter on Instagram doing that. She said she doesn't like the stilt marks after firing, so she uses those clay balls, and I want to give it a try. I forgot the name of the lady and I couldn't find a video, so it's not my idea. So I gotta try it. The clay balls are maybe a week old, so they should be really dry, but the lady said it should be fine if you do it a day before and give it a preheat in the firing, so no explosion should happen. I have no idea. Let's see. And what else do we have? We have a refire. I need to put that on a stilt. This tumbler is one of my first firings, and I had a lot of drips I had to grind back. I don't like the texture of the drips, how they look now. They're like matte looking, the rest is so shiny, so I hope with the refire that those parts get back shiny. So yeah, hope that the color doesn't change, because some glazes do change color when firing twice, like blue rutile, it gets greenish. I mean, it has a nice green color sometimes. I had a few mugs I refired and came out like a green color, which still looked nice, but not more blue. So let's see what happens with lustrous jade. And here on the bottom we have sunset pink. Gonna put it on a kiln, on some stilts, because I'm not trusting the little clay balls if they are not at least a few days dried out. Just in case, I don't want to risk it. I have some little burry stones, so let's see how they turn out. I never made them before. I used some nichrome wire, I think they're called. It's a wire made for jewelry, when you make jewelry out of clay. So I put that in there, and it's resistant to the firing temperature. And I ordered some necklace, no, not a necklace, sorry, some keychain holder, which I want to attach later on. Gonna look so cute, I'm very sure. And also you can use them as test tiles. See how some color combination turn out. But yeah, let's see. At least I can fill spaces with them, which otherwise would be empty in there. And what else? I did this and this. Yeah, necklaces. In my last firing I had made 2 necklaces, or pendants for a necklace. And so I made some more, so Hopefully they turn out good. I hope that rod is not bending through the weight of the pieces I put on. I never fired so many at once. They feel lightweight, but I never know. We're gonna see. I'm very risky with firings in that case. Yeah, what else? I have some spoons here. I'm gonna show you in a different angle how I place them. Spoons firing this way are a little bit riskier. I had in my last kiln opening not a disaster, but one of my spoons was attached to my kiln wall a little bit, really just a little bit, but still made my spoon not useful anymore, and one spoon was attached to my mug, which I could remove and save the mug. And yeah, it's risky with spoons in that way when you fire that way, but they are so cute, so I want to try it again. And before I never had any issues. Maybe I just didn't put them carefully in, so let's see this time. And yeah, something else, I have an Etsy store now, and also 2 first customers. Thank you, Brian, and thank you, Amanda, for purchasing one of my pieces. That made my day, and yeah, I'm very grateful. And yeah, I hope a few pieces turn out really nice so I can put them in my listing in my next one. And yeah, I'm gonna show you now about the spoons, how I place them. Get you a little closer. So that I don't forget, I put a stilt underneath. So now I have to make sure that it's not too high. I have a ruler. So I have a ruler I put on top of here to see if the gap is high enough. Yeah, it's at least 2 fingers. Should be fine. Okay, so that is good. So I put the spoons in some posts. These 2 spoons, you see, if I touch them slightly, they move. So it's very risky, but these 2 spoons I want to refire. These got stuck in the last kiln firing on the other surface. So I could save these, but yeah, it's still risky to fire. What I found out, which is mostly a good thing, is that when you put them in there, they hold each other in that post, but you have to place them a certain way, and then you feel that they are stuck. Okay, do you get the feeling of it? You feel that they are stuck, you touch them, they don't move really much. Okay, they feel stuck. So it's still, like I said, risky. They could move while firing, because when they fire through the heat, they expand and contract through firing to heating and cooling. So they could start to move and fall over, getting attached to something, whatever is in there. So as far as of right now, I only had 1 accident, and I'm not quite sure if I just placed them not correctly, but let's see and try. So we're gonna see after I fire. See, the spoons moved again. Okay, hope for the best. Okay, be very careful. So we're gonna see after firing how it turns out. And I fired to cone 6 and slow cool Camille Hoffman's schedule, and see you in 24 hours. So the moment of surprise. Hopefully the spoons behaved. Okay, yeah, I got very lucky. I got very lucky with the spoons. As you can see, they moved a little bit, but they're not stuck on anything. So yeah, very risky, but as of right now, I'm very lucky with firing spoons. So I think we're gonna start with the tumblers. Ooh, okay, so one came off, one of those balls. But yeah, I have to say I like how the bottom looks. Very nice. And that's the combination I showed you, raw, unfired. I think it turned out very, very nice. I love that combination. Yeah, it's very nice. Nice size. Do like it. Okay, then I have another one. Oh, it all came out very pretty. Very nice. Get the butts here out. Those are really not bad, I have to say. I'm gonna try to use them again and again and again. Don't have to make always new ones, I think. So, then we go to the refire. I expected it to trip, which is totally fine. Like I said, I expected it. Every time you refire something, it's possible that the glaze just gets more liquidy and trips more, but I have to say I like the color very much. So the lustrous jade didn't really change anything on color, but the sunset pink got more glass-like, glossy-like. Very nice. So I just gonna grind the bottom, nothing here on the side, to keep it like that glass shiny look. But yeah, all in all, I'm very happy with this refire. Okay, and the spoons. Oh, I'm so lucky. This one looked like it's gonna fall over. So the colors I used was birch and blue rutile, and I have 2 of each. And they're so stinking cute. I love them. And the 2 white ones, I mean, you can tell it's a refire on that spot, but at least so you can use them. And oh, and this one you can't even tell. And I think they're so adorable. So that was made from my cousin. I painted it in white from Spectrum, and yep, speckled clay so you can see the specks, but it's a little ring dish. I think she's gonna like it. Sharina gonna love it. Her first piece. Okay, that's a cookie and a stilt, not a stilt, a post. Okay, a lot of wishing stones, which came out also very cute. So a lot of different colors. Lustrous jade, Cirrus flow, what's the black one? The obsidian, black obsidian with floating indigo float, and I can't remember this one. What was that one? Maybe I remember while I take out the other ones. I can't remember. I think, I don't know what it was. So this is Aurora Crystal Nebula, sorry, Crystal Nebular clays. And I think this one turned out very beautiful. You can see the crystals in here. That's the same clay body, but here are crystals on it and the other one not. And this is Boogie Pink from Spectrum, Bougainvillea, I think it's pronounced, and some Autumn Purple. And I have the same combination on this one, which turned out a little bit better. And also this one. And yeah, the other ones have the same combination already set. I made a lot of them. I think I really like this one with the Crystal Nebula on it. So cute. I'm gonna show you all of them. And yeah, when the keychains are coming, I'm very excited how they look on it. And okay, the cones. Maybe interested to see. Definitely a cone 6. I know that my top shelf gets hotter. That's the cone 7, so I think it's a 6.5. It started slightly to bend, but the 6 is totally bent, so a very hot 6.5, which is totally fine. Because my clay can take it to cone 7. Okay, gonna do this bit later. That's my little ice bowls. I think they're so cute. Tried another shape, make it a little bit different. So in the middle it's Cirrus Flow. On the rim it's 2 times, just like here, Midnight Blue, Amaco. And on top of this it's Galaxy, just on the rim. So I think they turned out very cute. Here I put a little bit more Cirrus Flow on the outside. Yeah, they're stinking cute. And all the clay body, no, that's not true. I want to say all the clay body is Big Turtle, but I have mixed up stuff in there. So yeah, just those definitely are Big Turtle clay, if somebody is interested in the clay body. So, because this, I can't remember what clay body it is, but it is a very dark, cute clay body. In the inside, 3 layers of Cirrus Flow. On the rim I added 1 layer of textured turquoise, which I think if I leave the textured turquoise away it would be more brighter, but it's very cute. Sorry, not textured turquoise. I mean blue rutile. Cirrus Flow 3 times and blue rutile on the rim. So that's blue rutile 3 times. Get off a little bit of kiln wash. That's really cute vase. Yeah, sometimes simple is the best. That's also blue rutile with white underglaze, and the stands true happiness is found within. I think it's a really cute quote, and a different shaped vase for someone. Yeah, so a few pieces going up on my Etsy website, so stay tuned for that. I like how it turns out. Oh yeah, another refire. Getting off the bubbles. think it looks a little bit better, more interesting, but didn't really change so much. Well, yeah, I mean, it looks a little bit more interesting now. So, would I do it again with that combination? No. But since it is the real fire, it's unlikely that I ever do the same color combination, but I kind of like it here. Very interesting color. So, that's another beautiful vase. In the inside I used, ooh, that looks weird. Well, that's normal, okay. That is, what's the name? It's a satin matte black. I'm sure you can't really see that here. Give me a second. I'm gonna use the light of my phone, maybe you can see it better. It's like a matte black in there. Not that easy here. It takes one bit until I figure it out. Maybe this way. Yeah. It's a matte black in there. You can see it. And from the outside is a glossy black. Tourmaline. No, sorry. Black obsidian glaze. And the indigo float on top of the black obsidian. And I don't remember the name of the clay body. It's a clay body, one of the first ones I ever used, so can't remember. But I think it is very cute. Okay, then Crystal Nebula on the outside. Oh my god, is that beautiful. Wow. Should play around a little bit more with Crystal Nebula. Look at this beautiful color. It stopped right there, thank God. Nothing else, just that Crystal Nebula. I think it's Mako Crystal Nebula. I'm gonna look. Inside I used the blue rutile as a liner. And here on the rim, I think it was just one layer Serious Flow to give it a little bit color difference. And here stands Feel Good Vibes. And in the Crystal Nebula, 3 times. Okay, that was another experiment. Ooh, something different this time. So, frosted lemon in the middle, boogie pink on the outside, bougainvillea, and 1 layer of Serious Flow and midnight blue, the darker one, and the rest is galaxy. In the inside, midnight blue with galaxy. So cool. So I just get everything out and then I'm gonna show you the necklaces. Thankfully all of them did not stick together, or the rod, like I said, did not bend. And yeah, very nice. That's pepper plum, boogie pink, I don't know, blue rutile, Serious Flow, and I think it was sage, toasted sage. And I think that's it. That's all the same colors on different clay. I think boogie pink looks the best on the Tony Beaver clay here. Just plain white I want to try, so not bad, not bad. But of course blue rutile is my favorite. next one is just 3 layers of honey flax on a dark clay. Like I said, I don't know the clay body anymore, but I think it turned out really nice. It's maybe like a ring dish, or I don't know, some snacks. A little bit too small for snacks, but it's a cute one. Then I have a sage dish. Really interesting shape. So you can place the sage or the Palo Santo in it. It's just speckled clay with a white, spectrum white. Little light here. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Yeah, I can show you this color. Yeah, that looks more true. So that is just honey flax. And then we have Desert Dusk on its own. I added like 4 layers on it to see if there is some blue coming out. It's a satin matte sage dish thingy. And I think, yeah, you can tell a little bit crystal, not so much. Not that I hoped. Like I hope more for like a deep blue, rich crystallization. So then we have seaweed, 3 layers inside and outside. Turned out very dark green. Maybe it's just a clay body, but it's very glossy, so I like the surface of it. Yeah, it's beautiful. I like it. Maybe not favorite color, but it has something earthy. So then a blue rutile again. And then saturated gold. Whoop, on the stilt. Saturated gold. 3 layers. It's very thin. And on the outside, overlapping and the bottom, there you can see the stilt prints. It's antique brass. They call it antique brass. Let me see really quick. Yeah, it's antique brass from Mako. Yeah, I hope you can see it. It looks more dark on the video here. I mean, it is dark, but it's a different. You see the difference between the gold and the antique brass. Yep, I like it. Nice sage dish. So then one of my first pieces. I have a lot of first pieces. I think it turned out so cute. The only thing I don't like is that the writing, you have to look inside to really read it. So yeah, in the beginning I didn't thought about that. But it turned out so cute. It is sandstone here only on the bottom, in the inside blue rutile. I think I'm gonna turn on the light. Maybe you can see a little better. Yeah. And there's then, we all have a little bit magic in us. No, we all have magic inside us. And that's a flower of life and a little design on the outside. I thought, you know, like a wall hanging thing. You can put some crystals in there, or a sage dish piece, like not a sage dish piece, but a Palo Santo or whatever, or succulents or whatever you feel like putting in there. So in the color here is 2 times Cirrus Flow. I also added Cirrus Flow here on the side with a little bit blue rutile and also a little bit of that Crystal Nebula. So stinking cute. Okay, so one more shelf to go and I totally forgot what I have underneath there. Oh yeah, I remember. I refired some of my mugs because I had seen I have some pinholes in it. Oh yeah, that looks really good from here. Oh my god, they're beautiful. Oh, sometimes you're so lucky when you refire. Oh, sorry. Oh, is that beautiful. Okay. Might gonna get you in a different angle. So sometimes you are very lucky if you refire pieces. So here on the rim I added some boogie pink, one layer, like really thin because I knew it's gonna run, and on top of it desert dusk. See those crystal bursts? And it's so beautiful. So like I said, I knew it's gonna run, so I put it on some clay balls and no pinholing, as I can see. Very nice. Yeah, before I refired it, it was just autumn purple and sangria with a little bit of desert dusk, and there were no crystals at all. So I was disappointed anyway, since there were no crystals, but now it's perfect. Really pretty. So sometimes it's a good idea to refire stuff. So I have 4 of those, which I did. You can see the balls, take them off later. Oh, no pinhole, no pinhole. Oh, success. They're so cute. Oh my god, they are so cute. Oh, look at the inside. Stinking cute. Yeah, you're not always lucky with refires, but oh yeah, beautiful. Okay, one more refire. The rest is no refire. I just added some sandstone on it because it looked so bleh on it. Here was just before just honey flax on the inside, and on that surface was a few layers of textured turquoise, which turned out brown and looked bleh. Then on top I just added some sandstone. It's still earthy, not so my vibe in that way, but through the crystals it looks more interesting, I think. It's a cute dipping bowl. At least I like it better now. So that's the other mug. In the last kiln firing I only fired one because I didn't know how it's gonna turn out, but I had already painted 2. And since I like the combination, I fired the second one. And sometimes hard to get off. So Cirrus Flow, 1 band of blue rutile. For some reason I forget how is blue rutile the name. Blue rutile, midnight blue a little bit, and on the rim and in the inside pepper plum. So beautiful. I think on the pepper plum I add some, what's the name? Not Cirrus Flow, the other one, the pinkish one, the Flax Blossom. Flax Blossom. To give it a little more like a satin tone to the pepper plum. I like the combination. It's interesting. Okay, what else? I have a little basket which is stuck on the stilt. Okay, that's my last basket I make. I don't know, with the other one I had issues with trivet. I mean, they're cute, but they're not easy to fire. So let me see if I get it off. Of course not. Oh, I did get it off. Aha. So, okay, it's just a little corner to grind. It's here. So the color here is birch, and in the inside and on the rim I put all kind of different colors. Little berry bowl. I can't remember what colors I used, like blue rutile, everything what I had stand around, and boogie pink and Cirrus flow and lustrous jade. It's cute. It's gonna be my second berry bowl and the last one for a while. I'm not so into berry bowls, so yeah. I have a egg holding dish, and the main color on it is birch, and on the area here I added some crystal glaze, what was it, pepper plum, some amaryllis and some sandstone. And on top of that I added a layer of lustrous jade to give a burst of crystals, which did not really happening so much, but maybe it's just a clay body. It's darker one like the other tray dish I have. Yeah, tray dish. Egg dish. And also I think they're a little small for eggs, but I gotta look if they fit. Small eggs at least. It's cute. So a little soap dish holder, and has 3 holes in here. It's Cirrus flow 3 times, and on the rim a little bit blue rutile. Blue rutile. Then I have 2 other dishes which don't look good. Okay, so sandstone on top of autumn purple on that clay body is not so my favorite. Somebody might like it. It's not so mine. Okay, I have one more sage dish in there. And that's autumn purple and sangria, which is also not so nice on this clay body. I don't know. It's okay, it's pink. It's not so mine. And I have a little candle holder, and the color is just what is the color? What did I do? Oh, honey flux. 2 times honey flux. So, then I have some thumb smoothing stones, or however you call them, like those wishing stones. When you're nervous or something, you can just rub them. A few more here and there. And a small mini ring dish, just Cirrus flow on a dark clay. Okay, I think that's it. And yeah, a little feather I was laying around, and just put some color on it. Cute. Yeah, sometimes you have just to play around a little bit to have fun. So my friends, I thank you so much for watching again, and see you at my next kiln opening.